especially now that AI generate code is becoming more and more common. I think tools like this will become even more important. So yeah, we know that AI can generate code very fast, but it also means accessibility issues. So we need tools that can automatically catch those problems before they reach production, you know? And for teams, this means accessibility can become part of the normal development process instead of a big manual audit at the end of a project, for example.
Okay, thanks for that, Rosa. And what do you think, Ezequiel?
Yeah, I can say two things. So the first one is that software factories with agents running in cloud is getting a lot of loud and a lot of hype. And that is cool, but it needs guardrails, it needs uh, get to the targets of quality. And tools like this that can be automated and part of a workflow that can be executed, I don't know, by every AI PR or things like that, will be really helpful
Mm,
because it reduces the probability of have failing accessibility at least. And also another great fit is with content teams.
yeah.
And yeah, copying and pasting content from uh, Write to CMS can be kind of annoying, and it's common to, I don't know, missing adding an alternative text to an image, and that lands to production, to publish content, and no one notices until a person that has to experience the web in a different ways finds a problem. So yeah, it helps a lot for content teams to avoid that.
And one last question I wanted to ask you guys is like if someone that is watching this is still on the fence of whether this tool matters for their team or is actually useful, what would you tell them?
Mm, I could say that, yeah, I think accessibility work, as you mentioned before, is often postponed because it looks like a lot of manual work and effort and time. And yeah, that's exactly the gap this kind of tools is trying to close. And I also think you can notice when a product is accessible because it feels more like mature, complete, and even reliable. So for that thing, accessibility is important. And of course, yeah, accessibility is also a legal requirement in many cases. So it's it's better to be prepared, um, follow compliance requirement, and build this accessibility into the product from the scratch instead of trying to fix everything later because it's more complicated. Yeah, this is my advice.
Mhm. No, thanks a lot, Rosa. And you, Ezequiel, what would you have? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I will say that this is the moment where that kind of tools, that kind of automations are like cheaper and smarter than ever. So the cost that before was, I don't know, spent a whole month to take accessibility issues down, now can be done in a week or less because we can understand the issues quicker. We can find how to fix them in an easier way using AI. So yeah, since now we have more tools, we can do more.
Yeah.